Happy Sunday. How's it going, everybody? Happy American Sunday. I got this background still since the U.S. women won today in soccer. Yay! Hope I didn't spoil that for anybody who had recorded it. Hope to watch it later. Sorry if I did. How's everybody doing? Woo! Seagray's here. Your kind of stream. How's it going? Happy Sunday, yo-yo. All right. The doctor is in. How's everybody doing? Happy New Zealand Monday. Oh, that's right. That's right. Sorry it's so late. Busy weekend, you know. Busy weekend. Had my sister was here, which was wonderful. Love always having them here. And then we're going to scout camp tomorrow, me and two of the boys. And so we're just frantically packing and finding, you know, one boot here and a flashlight over there, and you get this stuff out maybe twice a year, so it tends to find its way into hiding places in the meantime. But we got most of it together. Glad our women won. I haven't watched it yet. I just saw the score. Hey, Alion. So, hey, I was watching. Finally got the live stream. Awesome. Let's see. Lucked out. Thought I missed your stream earlier. Yeah, sorry. No, this was just because of the company and such. So we did it a little bit later today. And I'm actually even a few minutes, not much, but a few minutes earlier than I had initially planned. I thought I'd be even a little bit later, but we got it. We got it going. So we got it going. I was just looking at, I saw Alka sent me a message and she said, hey, check out this discussion going on in the projects forum. And so I did. And it looks like it's mostly her and Alka, and what they've been talking about, best I can tell, and I haven't read all of this because this was really like 3 minutes ago, but it looks like what they've been talking about is a smart lock like this. So everybody jump in this projects channel and read up on that a little bit and see if you have any ideas. If anybody's got any solutions, I would love to tackle this. I really, really want to tackle this. I was even thinking about it. I'm constantly thinking about it because it's one of those things we haven't done yet, right? At least that I haven't done yet. And I would like to think, to figure out how can we make a smart deadbolt, right? Something that's going to lock the door and unlock the door when you want it to. A couple tricky parts to that. One is it's got to be, I think first of all, this is most important, is you've got to be able to override it manually. So when you have a key or something, you've got to be able to override the smart part. And if you can't, then that's kind of a problem. 3 a.m. in France. Hope we'll stream sooner someday. I will, Samuel. I will. I usually don't do it this late. I know we got a large international audience, and so this isn't the best time. Hey, Tyson. Precking for... Oh, good. The Hass.io for the truck. Nice. We'll talk about that too some. Thanks for helping. Oh, you bet, Javier. You bet. Was that you I was talking to yesterday? Everybody with their different names. I never can keep everybody straight. But I'm glad we got it figured out for you. Does that not already exist? Well, Chris, it probably does, but not in a DIY version, unless you guys know of one that I don't know of. If you do, let's look at it. Let's talk about it, because I would like to figure that out. I know Alian's been thinking about it, and obviously here Alian and Alka have been having a bit of a discussion about it, talking about what you would need and stuff. And it looks like I didn't read all of this yet, but they're talking about some long distance stuff if they're talking about using LoRa. But anyways, I want to tackle this for sure. And I've thought about, different ways of doing it. If you just took the regular deadbolt and took the face part off and put a motor on there, could you then you could lock it and unlock it with the motor probably, but then you wouldn't be able to really do it with the key. Because the key, you can't turn those motors lock pretty well, and you would want it to, right? Just a normal deadbolt and magnetic door jam lock, like I did already. Shane, kind of like that. Hey, Stefan, how's it going? Glad you're here, my friend. DIY, lock yourself out of the house like you locked yourself in the toilet. Yeah, like that. Did I tell you? I probably did tell you guys. I was sitting here the other day. Working on something, and I heard somebody's knocking on the door, and the bathroom is right here, right on the other side of my closet where the 3D printer and stuff is. And I hear that knocking on the bathroom door, and I thought, well, it's one of the boys. One of the boys is in the bathroom. The other one of the boys wants to get in the bathroom. So he's pounding on the door until his brother, finally comes and lets him out. Well, pretty soon it changed. And instead of pounding on the door, I could tell it was different. They were pounding on the wall. That's the same as my closet here. And so I was like, uh-oh, I think I know what happened. And sure enough, Dawson had been locked in the bathroom. He had the seat up and down and back up. He kept trying it and it just wasn't working. I don't know. He must have caught me in the middle of a restart of Home Assistant or something. And so, yeah, he got locked in the bathroom. So I think we're at 3 people at my house have been locked in the bathroom. One person at Luis's house. That was the funniest thing ever when it was his wife's friend who just came over real quick and ran in the house and said, "Can I use your bathroom?" And she said, "Yes, please go." She goes, "My kids are in the car." And, "Oh, that's okay." So she runs in, gets in the bathroom, can't get out. Can't get out. And Luis's wife doesn't know why. So they don't put it together that you need to put the toilet seat down so that you can get out. And so they had to, I don't remember how I know she eventually got out, but I think they had to get a hold of Luis or something to get it. It was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. A redundant check on that toilet? Yeah, maybe. I'll just let it go. I figure the hundreds of times that it's been used and only 3 times that somebody gotten locked in, I can take that kind of error rate. Why not use ESPs or a simple push button that issues MQTT publish message to unlock the door? Could do, Will. I think we need a full-on mechanical way though to also unlock it. That's my thought. Maybe it's not possible. That way, somebody who doesn't want to use the smart stuff can still use a key. And then, of course, if the power's out or anything crazy like that, you'd still be able to do it. Hi, Chabichi. I wish I had any idea what that says, my friend. Let's see. What else did somebody say? Cool. Yeah. So anyways, give it some thought. If you guys got some more ideas, I think, if we could do things like RFID, we could do those kinds of things to get it to open, and lock. But what about, I don't know, how do you do both? I think there's a couple ways we can do it. I even thought about putting the hardware in the wall instead of in the door. So that way you could, and maybe that's the thing to do. No, it still wouldn't work really. Still wouldn't work as far as being able to mechanically override it as well. Oh, konnichiwa. It says hello. Oh, cool. Awesome. Hello. About time you found me live, Dennis. I'm glad you did, my friend. I'm glad you did. Thanks for being here. If you got a burglar with a full bladder, you're golden. Oh, my bathroom. Yeah. The author of the IoT link. Have I used it yet? I don't think so. I put window notifications on the latest version and such. Someone said to me that you plan to use it on a server or something. Oh, cool. I don't, let's see. Let me see, Alexander. I can't remember. Oh, wait. Maybe. We were talking about that the other day. Did somebody share that link with me? Sounding familiar. It is definitely sounding familiar. I was 3D printing stuff for my sister's kids, and they wanted some of these springy turtles. They're fun. The head didn't turn out, so right now it's reprinting one of the heads, but she's already gone. Oops, that's not what I want. What is it? IoT link. It does sound familiar. Let's see. You gotta. Give us a quick website. There you go. Yes. Oh, join Discord. Okay, cool. I'll join you, Discord. Join server. I am not a robot. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, I do remember looking at this. I do remember we were talking about this. I can't remember why. What was it we were doing? We were doing, I can't remember specifically what it was we were going over when somebody said to take a look at that, but let's see what you got here. And I think, that was a part of it, right? This was the big part of it. Yes, this was the big part of it because you could do these Windows controls remotely, right? That's right. I remember now. Yeah, because that could be super useful. It could be super useful. So I'm going to keep getting into it. But yeah, I mean, good work, man. That looks like cool stuff. That's definitely useful. Super useful. What are we doing, Matheson? We're still, Seagray is a robot. Just use electric strike release for mortise deadlocks. Electric strike release. Ooh, creative. Let's see what that looks like. Let's see what that looks like. So is that the kind that I used already though? What's the difference? Oh yeah, this. Okay. Yeah, all right. All right. And that's what I have outside. So maybe that is the thing to do. That sure makes it easy. I just did it wrong when I did it outside. I did it on the one that you can turn the handle on. And that's no good. But I think you're right, right? This is it. Okay, let me just redo that better. You just put your config on GitHub? Oh, Matheson, awesome, man. Okay, so now I got to put mine on there too. I got to see how big your configuration is. 200 lines. Man, it's about 10% of mine. But look, you've got everything broken out. Input booleans, input select, input slider, input text, media players, switches. Oh my gosh. You do have it all broken down. Oh man. All right. I got to get there, man. I really got to get there. It would be so much. I know, rookie. It would be so much easier for so many things if I had that and I could just tell people, or if they could just go look, right? And then they wouldn't have to ask me. So please check to see if you've leaked any info. We'll go through it. Fine-tooth comb, my friend. Fine-tooth comb. Right off the bat, I certainly don't see any secrets. What got me was I left an old configuration that was there before I started using the secrets file. Oh, wait, what's this? CI secrets? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's that? CI secrets? Yikes. I do really need to split my config. My goodness sakes. My goodness sakes. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. I got, so this week, I probably told you already, I'm going scout camp for a couple days, and then, those are fake. Okay, good. Scout camp for a couple days, and then YouTube conference, a big YouTube conference in LA. It's called VidCon. And it's actually put on by YouTube. So going to this guy here, it's our 10th birthday. So it's an interesting mix. It'll be interesting to see, what I can get out of it. I'm going because they have, creator tracks where you can sit and listen to people tell you better ways to do things and get some ideas and stuff like that. And then my daughter is going partially for that, but more than anything to meet, people that she wants to meet. So that you've got that kind of a mix. You've got a lot of people that go just because they want to meet all their favorite YouTube celebrities. And then you got people like me that go because we want to get better at doing it and do it more successfully. So anyway, it should be fun. Somebody asked which scout camp. We're going to Bear Lake Aquatic. What's it called? Bear Lake Aquatic Base Camp or something like that. So it should be a good time. I'm only going to be there for the first couple of days. The boys are going to be there all week. What you want is something like that converts normal deadbolt. This would be great. Yeah, this would be great. Like if something like this, yes, that you could slap on a deadbolt like that. I like that idea. I think the easiest way is going to be this, because I've done this, and if you do this on a deadbolt, then that accomplishes what we want. Because when the deadbolt's locked, well, it doesn't. Because if the deadbolt isn't manually locked, then you can't lock it with this. All you can do is unlock it with this, right? So, Vanessa, you're working on it? August Connect for the August lock. So August Connect, is that a I still want a full-on DIY thing. Wi-Fi bridge. So this just slaps on top. Oh, $65 isn't bad. Oh, that's not. But that doesn't go on the deadbolt. This is just the bridge. But what you're talking about is something like this. Yeah, see? Maybe $100 isn't too much to ask, but. And the August locked, I know August has a component for Home Assistant. So maybe that's not too bad. But yes, this is sort of what we want to build. We want this, right? We want a deadbolt that you can, you take this outer piece off with that dial, and you put this, this thing on the top of it, and then you can still manually lock it and unlock it. And on the other side, you should still be able to lock it and unlock it with a key, but you can also automate the locking and unlocking. I have the lock. I need this to connect to the Wi-Fi. Oh, okay, cool. That doesn't have a connection for Hass.io without the Connect. Oh, unless you buy the $300 lock. Oh, love your August lock. You can get them on sale too. Okay. Thank you, Equidil, for starting my repo. Is that who helped you? Maybe that's who needs to help me. Rotary motor to attach to the deadbolt. Yep. Would need high torque. Yep. I think we can get high enough torque to do it. Again, the trick is you have to disengage that lock. Found this Dana lock. Oh, cool. You posting a link for us, Alion? Thanks, my friend. Father Time. Oh, we can open the giveaway now. You guys want to just open the giveaway now? I don't mind. All right. This was who won last time. I'm getting really far behind. Stickers. What's today? 7/7. Okay. Come on. Do I have to hit start? Oh. Nope, it's current. Type enter. There you go. Okay. All right. What else we got? 105 acorns. Hallelujah. What is the giveaway? Oh, you know what? This is just stickers, Vanessa. I wanted to do more of those other things on the stream using Bautissimo, but I guess the way Rudy has to do it is through that other website thing, that Gleam, the Gleam website. Remember that? You guys, did you see those? Cool. Let's see. Go back to my chat with him because I can't remember what it was this time. Oh, is this what it is this time? Oh yeah. So the first time it was the helping hands. This time it's this waterproof camera thing. So it's this waterproof camera solar panel. So there's the link. You can go there and sign up. Chance at that, baby. All right. I'm a dealer with Aerotech. Oh, cool. So what else is new, guys? Let's do the... Oh, sure. Let's talk about it. You want to try and get... What are you going to get pulled away? You got bedtime stuff to do there, Tyson, you think? So I was starting to talk to you guys. I was starting to tell you what we were doing with Tyson's work truck too, right? We were doing what we ended up doing was setting up a D1 Mini to do 3 different read sensors for knowing when the compartments, the working window compartments are open, the back door and then the side panel and the other side panel, and then connect that with some lights so that when one panel opens, the lights on that side come on, and he wanted when the back door opens for all the lights to come on. And then we also wanted an indicator on the up at the front that said, you know, maybe 3 different lights, and red if it was open and green if it was closed. So we had some of it worked out, but didn't get all of it worked out. We didn't have the parts worked out with the turning the LEDs on and off. Are you ringing? What? Someone's calling me? Is that you, Tyson? Are you calling me? Oh, yeah, he is. Why don't I hear that? Okay, sorry. Let's try that again. I had music. I couldn't hear it. Sorry. I'm such a bad streamer. Are you calling? Or let's see. Now I'm trying again. Sounded like Skype. Yeah, I think it was Discord. I wonder why I couldn't hear it though. Discord is so junky sometimes with this
Hello.
stuff. I think it's because of this. So let's do this, Tyson. Are you there? Are you there? Are you there? Tyson? Tyson! He answered, but I hear nothing. I saw a green thing around there. I was really confused where it was coming from. Oh, there he is.
You might want.
What do I have to do?
I can hear myself.
Good. We hear you now.
I hear myself too.
Okay, good. Mute something. So you sent me your sketch that was working, right?
I actually need to update that. Hold on.
Okay. He did get the light things figured out. Tyson's live. That's right. We got Tyson. Oh, hey, Christopher's here now. You're live on Who Wants to Be a Doctor? Feedback? Oh, maybe. Hey, Glenn.
Check your speaker settings.
Why? You're getting feedback?
It was, but not now.
Cool.
Okay, I just sent you the link for the guest.
Sweet. Okay.
Oh, so, and I guess I may want to remove the Wi-Fi password off that really quick.
Whoops. I scrolled past it for you. Go ahead and fix that.
Update.
I've been here. Have you not seen me? Oh, have you commented a few times? I'm sorry, Chris. That was the first time I noticed. Sorry. I usually notice right away. Forgive me. Well, I just got to thinking about this, and I think I might do the same kind of thing, Tyson. I think that's pretty neat. With it's the Doc's password show. Even if it's not my password, there's Tyson. Even if it's not my password that you get to see, I'm happy to show anybody's password that wants their password shown. So you guys just come on down. Who did I've shown my friends' phone numbers and stuff. That's right. There's got to be some kind of a Dr. Phil thing there, right? There's got to be some kind of a Dr. Phil joke about, secrets. We could make a little play on words with secrets and doctor. And anyways. So what do you got, Tyson? You got it working for us?
Yeah, I'm going to power it on. I've actually still got it all hung up.
Don't pick your nose, Tyson. Don't pick your nose. That you got.
I got to fix that. There we go. I've still got it all hung up right over here.
A little to the right. There you go. Okay, excellent.
This is going to be easier. I want to move the monitor.
Only show where all your professional information is at risk.
I'm waiting for it to boot up too. I just plugged it back in.
So you went with the pixels?
I did, just because it was easier to wire them all up here instead of messing with the soldering on the strip.
Gotcha.
But I might end up doing a mixture of the both. The status lights on the dash will definitely be bullets.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know for sure about the back yet.
How's it going, Tony? I haven't seen you in forever, man. I've been checking out your ESP32 little sensors and stuff, though. I saw that. That's pretty cool. The guest is Tyson. This is Tyson Brooks. If you've seen him, he's usually Facebook, occasionally Discord, and he lives not too far. Well, actually, it is kind of far, but he has family down here, so he sometimes comes down and visits. And he came down the other day, and we were working on trying to come up with a way to help him not leave the doors of his truck open. So he has a work truck, and a couple times the back door has swung open while he's driving or something. He didn't know. So that's kind of what originated the idea of how do we use what we know, right? We're hammers, so everything looks like a nail. That's what we've got. So how do we use Home Assistant or the things that we know how to use to make an easy indicator for his, because this is a camper on an old, not that old of a truck, but anyways, it's a camper work shell, and so it's not like it's got
20 years old
built into it. Yeah, so it doesn't got anything like this built into it. So he had already put in some read sensors and stuff, and so we just he came over. We were tinkering around with the D1 Mini trying to figure out how to best write an ESP Home sketch to get it to do what we want, so that things turned on when we wanted them.
Those
to.
are the reed switches that are in the truck.
Laminated checklist on the steering wheel. I think part of the problem though too was it was closed, and then he was driving and it vibration and something, and,
Yeah,
it unlocked and it
open.
opened. So he needs something to pop, to indicate, oh, hey, the door just opened. So your uncle lost a bike, not correctly holding onto his car while driving to the beach. Oh man. Oh man.
I have an IP collision. My HASIO that I was just trying to work on, and this just happened to have the same IP address.
Oh, whoops. What's worse, Amazon knowing all your details or DrZzs knowing it all? Well, if Amazon leaks your information, they might be liable. If you come to me, I promise to leak your information, and there is nothing that you can do about it. There's no recourse. It's just, sorry, it's free. It's out there. Whatever you do, don't get your phone number in my contacts list, because that's fair game when it comes to the stream. Broken contacts light up lights. Fire trucks at the station have a light on the dash and a buzzer to let you know if the compartment is open. Yep, that's what we're looking for, Dalton. That's what we're looking for, and we want to do it with, ESP Home on a D1 Mini, so it can run anytime. But also when he's at home, he'll get the indication, right? He can have those entities in Home Assistant, and he can know if those are open or closed. And if you have a hotspot in your phone, you could, you probably could somehow connect it back up.
So this is what I've come up with.
What we were trying to do. Okay.
In my head, I'm going to take a router and mount it in the back of the truck, and I'm powering that off of an inverter that is connected to the bank of batteries that's in the back. Okay. There is a trickle charger that is already attached to that battery bank that is only plugged in when I am home. So I'm going to come up with a way of making a binary sensor on that, so that whenever I'm plugged into the shore power, is what everyone would technically call it, that the router in my truck would automatically turn off, causing everything else to reconnect to Wi-Fi, and I'll have it be the same Wi-Fi name as what's in the house. So as soon as I get to the house, it's going to reconnect to the house and be all connected through Home Assistant, if that makes sense. Damn thing, come on.
Yes, Tim, we are talking about HAS in a vehicle. That is right. That is exactly right.
DIY car security system.
That's right. And dummy-proof door opening detector.
If I can get this to respond, I even put an alarm in there too that I wanted to show you.
Of course. Hey, you know what? You don't have to do this just to make me feel good, Tyson, because when I put things on, like, oh yeah, I want to show you this cool thing, and then we're live and then it fails. I can't get it to work. So
it's a Microsoft demo.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Blue screen of death. Why not make the Wemos broadcast an SSID? You mean from ESP Home, Alion? Maybe if it's broadcasting, it can do that, and you can connect to it, right? I know when I tried doing that with the video feed, I haven't tried it with other things. Does it give you the indicators on there? It probably does, right? Does it give you the states of the? That's a good idea. Let's see. Let's tinker with that while Tyson's getting his thing pulled up there.
I'm gonna have to reflash this with a new IP address. So.
Oh, bummer. Okay, so let's go to Home Assistant, and I know that there's. Okay, we need to hack the ECM and have the code run the car's ECM. Why have another computer? Well, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Because I don't want to damage the $600 computer.
Why would you need to connect it to HAS? I guess you don't.
We don't need to, but the whole idea is to be able to do text to speech and lights and whatever inside the house if someone is trying to break into the truck outside.
Yeah, it's a nice way to know. Like if he's got his truck parked in the driveway, and it's got a lot of equipment and stuff in it. I'm not gonna tell you where he lives. He's got a lot of equipment and stuff in it, and so when he's at home, if somebody breaks in, opens up the doors on the truck, he'll get a notification inside the house with Amazon Echo or somebody saying, hey, somebody's opened up the door in the truck, and you can turn on the porch lights and record video and all those kinds of things. So it's a pretty good idea. It's actually a pretty good idea. See you later, Creative. Thanks for being here, my friend. I understand those matchsticks don't always keep them open. Yes, dear.
Do you have a duster?
A duster. Probably. Look in there. Oh, we're goofing around. Me and the homies. Okay, so we were going to go in here, and we're going to go to ESP Home. I think, Alian, so let's check that out. Let's go to one of my sketches. Oh, yeah. Oh, you got the duster. I thought you were going to put it on my head. Should have told her that. Thank you, honey. Thank you. All right, let's go in here. And what do you have to put? There's just a simple line you have to put in there, right? Find out where he lives next time he shares contacts. Go to ESP Home, and then there is a way to do a web server. You guys remember what it is? Should be pretty simple. Web server component. That's it. Port 80. But what if you're out of the network? What if you're not in your network? Now it's all shiny. Yeah, my head. She dusted it for me. Tyson, when the door opens, your lights turn on. Connect a 12-volt relay to one of the interior lights and use that to trigger a door for a door opening.
Problem too, I have to put pixels inside my truck. I don't have to, but I'm choosing to put pixels inside the truck because company sold this to the dealership. When they from there, they took like the dome lights out of the truck, the dome lights out of the back of the shell, so I've had to replace all sorts of lighting, all of their fleet tracking equipment.
So when it comes to this thing, I mean, we can do this, but what happens is you still have to, like if I just put this in here, and now we're going to have a web server when this thing. This brings up an important point too. So this is my window opener, my little crank window opener. It was not working, and the reason it wasn't working was because I had put the D1 Mini. I changed out the motor. I decided I'm going to try the big motor, so I did put the big motor and the metal adapter, the coupling, like I showed in the video. I said you should maybe use this if you want something stronger. I actually got those parts and changed mine out to use that, and it's fantastic. It's really good. The motor, it can close the window. If I wanted to close it all the way to the point it could latch and lock, I think I could do that now. So that it was definitely the right thing to do. And anyways, but when I had put the D1 Mini back in, I put it in the other way. So I didn't put it in with the little plate, the little Wi-Fi, I don't know what it is, a shield or something, facing out. I put it facing in, and right there is the motor controller, and there's all kinds of electromagnetic interference, I'm sure, right there. So once I pushed everything back in there, the thing, it worked, right? The button worked fine, but it would not connect to Wi-Fi at all. And all I did to fix it was to pull it out, pull the D1 Mini out, and then, well, I didn't even turn it around and put it back in. I just pushed the motor controller back in and left the D1 Mini kind of hanging out. So be mindful of that. Sounds like your employer needs to stop being cheap and get you a new vehicle. He had to get his own vehicle, didn't you?
Yeah, I didn't need to, but we're not going to go there.
The goals of the project, Alian? Well, it mostly, the biggest thing was an indicator on the dash or someplace that says, hey, your back door's open. That sounds funny. And so that evolved into, well, since we're going to do that, we've got not just the back door, but he's got two side doors. Okay, so we'll do the same with those. And then why not also have it turn on some lights inside? And he wants to do colored lights. I think that's fun, right? Why not? And I'm thinking about this because I've been working on my Vanzilla. I was telling you guys probably about the Vanzilla and we put different seats in our big 15-passenger van. I want to do some fun stuff with LEDs in that. I want to do I'm taking this big 15-passenger van that nobody in their right mind thinks could ever be like a sexy vehicle, right? And I'm tricking it out as best I can, just having fun with it. So I want to put the underglow, put some LEDs, but not just LED like, oh, it's blue or, oh, it's green, like it's, got the fire pattern or the red, white, and blue or all those kinds of things. So I'm going to try and do that. Yeah. Did I get squirreled? I probably did. I have no idea what we started talking about. Do you? Did my squirrel not pop up? Turkey? Where is he? Huh? Oh, there he goes. Okay.
Flash is complete.
Happy to design a PC for you, the ESP32 Pico D4. Awesome. So what does the Pico D4 do, Tony? Doc's shaggin' wagon. Here comes the Pixel. Oh, man. Please don't mess with you guys putting lights on cars in the US. Well, we can put lights underneath and we can do some things. If you started flashing red and blue lights, they would probably frown on that.
If you're on the road, they'll frown upon it.
Yeah. Well, you can have the underglow, right? Nobody gets mad about that, do they? You can do that.
They would,
Scroll
because
yourself from the bug.
UHP is now doing the, down on the running board doors, they've got a strip of LEDs that are flashing back and forth red and blue.
Oh, curses. Curses. Some states don't allow it. Oh, doggone it. Well, I'll let them pull me over. This is, so what happened with this, the bug, the reason I'm doing this, somebody said something about distracted from the bug. The bug is still going. The bug is still doing, the bug
I
is
was working on it when I went down there.
That's right. That's what I was doing when he got here. So I like it, Whitey. Whitey, you're Whitey, right? You're Whitey Police Whitey, right? D4, okay, Pico D4 is the same as the standard ESP32, but has the clock crystal and memory built in. 3 capacitors, 1 resistor, and an antenna. And you're good to go. Awesome. The fun police. Oh, hey, we got some white lights. We got some white lights back there, Tyson.
Yeah, you're flashing.
Hola, ¿cómo estás, Charlie? How you doing, man? How you doing?
Might have to reboot the
Thanks
D1, huh? After a flash.
I don't know. But anyway, so we went on this long trip and we had the big van, and when we had, our kids are too big, and so we had to do something with it. Do I hear playing Ice-T? Was that Ice-T? I think it was. No, that was NWA that sang that song. Fun the Police. That's what they said. Which is funny because underglow is the latest rage for boats now. Oh, that's cool. That is definitely cool. Hey, John, how's it going?
Underglow on a boat.
That would be super cool. I think that's a fantastic idea. Could you reveal the winner of the giveaway? Oh, which one? Which giveaway, Samuel? This one here, I don't get to finish this one. This one, this is all Rudy. So he will finish it in, looks like 3 more days. So he wants to do it for a week or more at a time. The water around the boat glows. That would be so cool. Joke went over his head. My head?
Okay, I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Well, that's all right. Oh, no, the stickers. Oh, well, we haven't done the sticker giveaway yet, but we started it. It's still going. It's still cruising. You can see everybody that's entered. You can check on there. You were on Lake Powell, Glen Canyon yesterday. No way, Tim. Were you seriously? Briefly was in Utah yesterday. Oh, man. Well, you're still too far to come visit, but that's fantastic. How's Lake Powell these days? We have some friends with a, they bought with a bunch of other families an old houseboat, and they go down every year, and they have a good time with it. It's not my thing. I like it. There's some things I could like about it, but I'm a cold weather dude. I am not a fun in the sun kind of guy. I'm borderline allergic to the sun, I think. You're thinking of the Tease punk band. Yeah. Saw the Rainbow Bridge. Awesome. Where are you, Tim? Are you in Arizona normally? Where do you live normally? You can tell us. You can send us your address and your phone number. I won't show anybody. I promise. So what else has been going on? I can show you this while Tyson's still working there. Let me show you my progress that I've made on this guy. Straight out of Hass.io. Did you guys see the NWA movie? It was actually pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. I grew up, that was high school for me. That was freshman, sophomore year of high school. And so I remember when that was new. All right, so let's see. We got to go here. We got to go this for a minute. Did that turn on? Probably is behind here somewhere. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. It's down there. Oh, no, it's right there. Yeah, it's there. Okay, so what I've got here now, I've got two things done. This is the first one. This is my mechanism for, this is what's going to slide up and down, right? So when the motor spins this thing, this piece will move. See that? I'm spinning it manually. Well, this is moving those bearings because it's not locked down, but that's moving. And so this slot will grab the thing that you usually grab with your hand to move the window, to slide the window open. It goes in this slot. And then I did put a couple holes here, so we could put screws down through this thing and into the window if we want. And I also put a hole here. Can't hardly see, but right there, so that we could drill a hole through the same flange that you grab with your fingers and so secure this to the window. But if you didn't want to do that, because one of the complaints people had was, hey, you know, once you do that, you can't manually open the window. So if, and I don't know if this is a big if yet, but if this will work without being secured, I'm afraid that it might just slide off or something. But if you can do it without it being secured, then you could just pop this off, and now your window is back to manual, right? If you don't screw it in. You could just do this, and since that holds the flange like your fingers would hold the flange, that might work. I don't know. I haven't tested it yet. And then here's my motor and my rigged up motor mount. So I'm actually potentially going to try this tonight. We'll see how it goes. But see, that motor goes on there, and that thing's going to spin. And when it spins, these bearings, you lock onto the shaft, and then the bearings, so these won't actually move. And then just this thing will slide up and down when you move the thing like that. So should be pretty cool, man. Should be pretty cool. That's what I'm hoping to make it work. Monkey Electric, hook these up in the wheels. Oh my gosh, what do you got for me, Aaron? What do you got for me? Oh yes. Oh man, I do need to do something with the rims. Oh, sorry, nobody can see that but me. I do need to do something with the rims. Oh my gosh. That's pretty fun. I blacked out. I did the tint on the taillights and the turn signals in the front. I did that yesterday with my sister, and that was fun. So that's what it is. So this is the same as kind of those hologram things, right? I know you can DIY these pretty easy. You can do this with a couple strips of LEDs. That would be super cool. That I don't think the police would like. But you know what? I'm driving a 15-passenger van. Like, when they see me, I don't think they're gonna get mad at me. They're gonna laugh. Those lights are illegal in Canada, even on bikes. Will, I can imagine that. I mean, I've never seen anybody put those on their wheels in the U.S. I can imagine I would get some police attention if I did that. I think that will work. Might need a small ridge on top to hold it in place. Easily defeated with manual pull, but stays for automatic use like a guide. Yeah, maybe like a ridge. Where would you put the ridge? Like inside here? Oops. Where would you put that ridge, Will? Tell me again.
Okay, what am I doing wrong here?
No idea, my friend. Wish I could tell you. What you're doing wrong is you're probably trying to do it live. Canada hates fun. The little LED lights that go on the fill valves depending on the cop's mood. Oh, really? Even like where you gas up, they don't like that either. On the window, think of the size of the reed switch magnet. So something just tiny? I'm trying to figure this out. Trying to figure it out. Bicycles are okay. Cars. Oh yeah. Yeah, I can imagine that being frowned upon on cars. But hey, there's one way to find out. I wanted to see, because I wanted to do that tinting on the taillights. And so I looked up the laws in Utah and tried to decipher, if that was okay, or if there was a limit, like how dark a tint could you put on them. And I couldn't decipher anything. So I figured, well, it's just tinting. and it just sticks on. So I'll stick it on. And then if I get pulled over, and I told my wife this, if you're playing and you get pulled over, just peel it off. Don't worry about it. Cool headphones. Can you put a link? Sure. I love these headphones. These are my favorite. So what I like about these, actually, so most of the time people like headphones that are noise canceling, so you can't hear anything out from outside. With these are open, and so I can hear. So if the kids come in and they want to talk to me, I can hear what they're saying too. It's not, I don't have to go, what? I can hear what they're saying. So that's why I like these, and they're super comfy, super comfy. All right, let's go back. Oh, you know what? This thing probably should have. Okay, so I'm getting squirreled. Huh? I am getting squirreled. Let's go here. And we've ordered a lot of headphones. My kids break a lot of headphones. They're not on there. Like if you stuck the magnet piece. Oh, I see. It would stop the window, grab the mechanism from lifting up and off in air. Oh, I like that. You can manually bend it around to remove the manual. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Oh, that is a good idea. That is a good idea. Instead of putting a screw to keep it connected to the window, you could use a strong magnet. Yeah, I think that's kind of what Will's saying, but he's saying magnet, but well, he's saying that's as far as the size goes. Let's see, are these in? Closed back? Nope, those aren't them. I can't remember where I got these. I get everything from Amazon. It has to have been from Amazon. PC 360. There it is. They probably don't sell them anymore. Yeah, figures. They must have something newer, though. Something that's similar to this, but newer. Anyways, let's see.
I bring in a new ESP Home.
What's that?
ESP Home.
Logitech. Just send you an email. Oh, okay, cool, Tony. Thank you. See whose information I can reveal here. There it is. Oh, yeah, the ESP Now. Wall remote. Oh, nice, Tony. Currently designing the mains power replacement for your battery-powered in-wall. Oh, that's so cool. Came across one of these at my local toy store. Should match your standard wall plate, so I'm going to see if I can get it to this footprint. I know there's...
Ha, okay.
You got... I hear you, Tony. Whoa, sorry. I hear you. Sometimes you just want a regular button instead of the fancy touchscreens. That looks super cool. I'm excited to see what you come up with. And you always make some good stuff. All right, you got it working, Tyson? Is that what I heard?
Go get everything so I can change it, Gracie. Yes, I did get it working.
Eureka, and then you got a diaper to change. All right, here we go. Give us the demo.
So here's the three different... Can you see each reed switch?
A little to the right. A little to the right. We can see two of them. There you go. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Excellent. Okay, we got it.
Yes, I'm talking to Justin.
Hi, Gracie.
Okay, so here's the three lights that are the indicators that will be mounted on the dash. One of these opens, and I can't remember which is which here.
Oh, and the light went red. I see it. Yep.
Okay, so this is the right door. Open, it'll go to red. Yeah. This one is the center.
Very nice. Very nice.
Here on the floor are on now.
Oh, because the light, and those are the lights that will come on. So you'll have those draped near the back door. Very nice.
That one closes, and then this one will open, and then there's
turns on a different section of lights.
Now, go over here. If I'm not in the truck, it's connected to the house, and one of them gets tripped.
It will do that. Nice. So that's if you are in the house and one of them gets tripped.
Yeah. So if I'm
very nice.
Be part of it. Up as an automation that if one of the contacts get in,
she's cute.
Different state, then trigger the.
That's awesome. I like it. So the interesting thing about the way we did this, I'm going to show you did you fix your sketch so it's not, your password's not there anymore?
Let me double check. Where is.
Heber Hernandez, you are very welcome, my friend. I'm glad you got to be here for the live stream. And I'm glad we've been helpful to you. That's wonderful.
The car will be close enough to the house because it's just parked right outside the garage, and I'm actually going to put a different access point on the garage that it'll be able to connect to.
So double check your password thing, and then I'm going to walk through the code with these guys. We'll talk about it.
Show it to them.
Okay. Let me find it.
I'll reset all of this.
Okay. All right. So here we go. So he did an alarm state thing too. So you set up a whole alarm thing and an alarm trigger. And if you did that, then you turned on an effect. So yeah, somebody was just asking, are these WS2812 LEDs? Well, those technically that he has are 2811s, but they're the pixel ones that I've been using, and it would work the same for 2812s, right? It's the same. There's not a different component for ESP Home. It would be the same.
The only difference was clock or clockless. These ended up having to be clockless.
Okay.
And why we couldn't get anything to light up because we were using the wrong platform.
Oh, really? So where did you specify that? Did you have to say it in here that they needed to be clockless? Oh yeah, platform fast LED clockless. Oh, okay, cool. And so the clocked ones are the ones that have a fourth
pixel,
right? Don't they have a fourth ones? I'd like to ask two questions. One, are there any problems if I turn my HAS server on and off every day? No, not
how you turn it on and off.
Best way to motorize a vertical blind. Well, Heber, I would recommend you leave your home assistant on all night. I don't think there's a problem if you turn it off, other than, that limits what you can run when it's off, right? So, but if you have a reason and you want to turn it off, you can. I think most of us try to use low power consuming machines to run our HAS so that it can run all the time. But I don't think there's a problem other than that you'll miss out on its services when it's down. And then the other thing, the best way to motorize blinds, do you want to just tilt them or tilt them and raise them? I've done 2 videos on blinds, and Rob from the Hookup did a video on blinds. So check through those and decide. I used a servo to tilt them. Rob used a stepper motor to tilt them, and then I used just a DC, a high torque DC motor, a geared DC motor to raise them and lower them. So, and ESP Home is what I used, and Rob wrote his own sketch for his tilting. So, there you go. All right, let's see. And yeah, if you have, that's a good point. Will's got a good point. If you're using a Pi and you're turning it on and off, you may you may shorten the life of your SD card potentially. Yeah.
Do a button where it issues a command to shut the whole pie
light.
down.
You know what, Heber? I'd have to look at vertical blinds and see. I'm sorry, I was thinking this way. Yeah, I'd have to look at those and see how it works. But I mean, between what Rob did and what I've done, I would think a servo. If you just want to tilt them this way, if you want to pull them open, you're going to need probably a geared motor. You might be able to do it with the stepper like Rob did. Okay, so let's go back to this for a minute because I just totally got squirreled, didn't I? Totally did. That's okay. It was for a good cause. All right. So we had to use clockless, and then here's the tricks. So you make up these effects, and the effects, like this effect, is for the left door, and this will turn them off, right? So you set the range for this number of pixels, and then you want this. This is on, right? Because this is 255, 255, 255. So that's on. And then this is the indicator.
Oh, and that was the other thing that you were doing too. You were separating the dash from the lights turning on, and those two lines do both in the one effect.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Whoa. Mycroft just said something to me. I haven't heard Mycroft talk in months. That's weird. This stuff's coming alive. I don't know what he's doing. I think Mycroft might be launching a nuclear attack right now. What the heck? Maybe he's giving me a weather update? Sorry. Distracted again badly. All right, so tell us what else is going on here, Tyson, in this. What else did we do? So you have an effect for each door to go on. You have one for on and one for off, right?
One for off for each individual read switch, essentially. So left, right, center. Then
and then the indicator light, is that in here as well? Yes, that's in here as well.
Yeah, the indicator's and then
one.
inside of the brackets 0, 1, and 2.
Okay, so we had that as a separate effect, and we didn't need to. Very nice. So anytime the door, when this goes to off, all this range of lights comes on, and the indicator in the dashboard goes to red. And then when it's off, they go that same range goes to black. When it's off, I guess when the door's closed, that same range goes to black, meaning those lights all turn off, and then the light goes on the dash goes to green. And then you just have that repeated 3 times. This is awesome.
Back to just one effect it was doing, and then I duplicated that, so I got the open and closed. Boom, boom.
And then you did this alarm, huh? You did a strobe.
Yeah.
And you just told it to go on for 500 milliseconds at red, off for 1/4 of a second, and then back on at blue for 1/4. And then how many times? So you had to you do that back and forth, and then does it just repeat at some point?
To just loop through it, and I think I just broke something.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Lauren.
The voice from Mycroft is Popeye from Ubuntu? Did not know that. Since Tyson has a Wi-Fi connection when he is parked, so it can connect to home system, the only thing you need to do is disable the reboot timeout so it doesn't turn off when no Wi-Fi is detected. Would it turn off if no Wi-Fi is detected without that? Is that right? Disable the reboot timeout.
Did a video on that.
Oh, really? I'm trying to think if I guess I haven't really had to see that happen.
Video, or you posted in the community on Hass.io?
Somebody did. Me? I don't think it was me.
Pull on there. One of them that I ended up following.
Awesome. Have I worked on the Beetle lately? I've done this part, Father Time. I've done this part, and this is the 2 splines together, the 2 couplings together, and in the middle is a 3D printed guide that I actually need to redo because it's a little too loose. I've got to have this thing like dead center, or it's going to be a disaster. So I'm gonna reprint that. This one, it's just a little too loose, but it was good having my dad. My dad was here this weekend too, and it was great having him because he's a car genius, and he doesn't know anything about electric cars, but he knows just good mechanical stuff. And so we were talking about this coupling, and he's like, "Wait a minute, what are you gonna do?" And he's like, "Are you sure that's the right way?" And we kind of went on YouTube and poked around a little bit, and found a video of a guy doing that I hadn't seen before. But of a guy doing essentially what I'm doing with this. He took the clutch plate, the gear out of the clutch plate, and the gear off of the brake side, the back side of his forklift motor that he was using, and he put them together. And he did it a little different. Like he lathed them and he welded around them and he did a bunch of stuff. He didn't have a 3D printer. The video looked like it was 10 years old, but maybe even older. But he got them lined up differently using a different mechanism, but whatever. I've got this 3D printed guide so that the centers line up perfectly. And then I'm just going to weld the whole bleeping thing together on the outside. And that should do it. So he just had a full on solid coupling and it worked. So that's what I'm hoping to do. All right. What else we got going on here? Tyson, well done, my friend. And I'm going to potentially copy some of this.
Copy all of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some fun stuff with the van. The kids are excited about all this craziness I'm doing with the van, and they want some LEDs, and I've got some LEDs, so it's a nice combination. And so this will be great because I can just kind of mimic what you've fixed here from what we started with, and then so that's great. And then let me know how it goes once you get it installed, and see what this is about the reboot timeout, and see if you have problems. If it's disconnected from Wi-Fi, is it gonna reboot? Because Alian's probably right, I would guess. It's in the ESP Home documentation under the Wi-Fi component. Okay, thank you, Alian.
Well, but so when it disconnects, it's trying to reboot, so it's trying to reestablish a connection, right?
Yeah, so he's saying you just need to disable that. You need to disable that reboot timeout, so that
I still want it to be able to reboot. Because when I pull into the driveway, that's the only time it'll end up being off. It's not, everything in the truck isn't going to turn off when I turn the truck off. It'll only turn off when I plug it into the shore power. Because the battery bank that's in there, it's.
If you don't think you need it, no problem. Don't worry about it. All right. So what else we got going on? Let's see. ESP Home. Yeah. Docs. Kids like your name too. So this one. So I finished this review, this Aquara thing, but I haven't actually seen what pops into Home Assistant. Should we do that? Let me do that real quick. Let me plug this thing in. It's gonna probably scream at us. All right. Tyson, I think I'm going to go so I can take these headphones off. Is that okay? Anything else? That's
nope,
well done, my friend. Well done. I'm glad you came over that day. I'm glad we got that worked out. I think that's super cool.
Well, I'm glad that we decided to go with this instead of the cornhole boards.
Yeah, this is way better. Way better than the cornhole.
Yeah, those things.
That one. Okay, man.
Okay, talk to you later.
Easy. Bye. Okay. So, what we're going to do now is I just plugged in my Aquara hub, right? It's blinking. I bet you it's blinking because of some automation that I did. Every time I hooked up a sensor, I set up an automation, and that was good for testing purposes, but now it's just full of automations that aren't doing anything. So it's plugged in over there though. So I should be able to go here. Okay, we were going to look at this. But now I got squirrels, so let's just let that go. So we're going to go here and into HASS.io and into, nope, not HASS.io, configuration, yes, integrations. Oh, it's not there now. It had popped up here before. Maybe I need to restart something. Because it was here before. Let's see. I was very happy that it was there. And it doesn't show up here as Xiaomi. No. Dang it. Well, let's give it a reboot and see. Make sure the app is working and stuff. I haven't updated. No, Aaron, not in a little while. Thank you guys for helping Tate. I haven't followed it all. I just saw that a lot of people were responding to Tate. And so thank you guys for getting him worked out, whatever his problem was there. Doctor never updates. Not very often, especially when I see like I might have, to 95.1 or something, but now that it's 95.4, I'm like, dang, there was some broken stuff in there. And I always kind of watch, right? I read the breaking changes, but like I was watching, or I was in Facebook and I saw, who was it? Somebody posted in Facebook that their Life 360 was broken. At 95.4, something broke. So I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to do that. Got your pushover notifications working with Node-RED. Has a loop back to check the acknowledgments, using it for emergency notifications. Very nice. Very nice. Good job. Good job. Bought your first Shelly 1. Planning on burning Tasmoda on it. Very nice, George. Oh, you know what? Somebody was talking about... Oh my gosh, here we go again. Somebody was talking about the BH on no-freeze, right? Hey, that one's not working. Why is that guy not working? I wonder if I changed the... The good old-fashioned squirrel isn't coming up for some reason. Does my RFID scanner still work? It sure does. That project never worked for you. Oh, that's a bummer. Did you just not get it? Flashed appropriately, or were you not getting codes from your sensors, or what? Because you want to get them. That's right. It was you, Will. Let's talk about them. Let's see if this integrations thing showed up. Dirty rat. Well, let's restart it and see. Now that thing's plugged in, we'll restart Home Assistant. Bling, bling, bling. All right, just subscribed. Dipsta. Let's give him... We'll do this one. Favorite one. My new favorite one. All right, what do you got here, Matheson? What do you got here? Oh, Life 360. So this is going to talk about the break. Because it became official, and then, so it changed when it became official. I don't know what broke there. What broke there, Ikfar? Is working for you still, Nate? Okay, good. DOA, got it from AliExpress. Okay. I broke one. I did break one of the bridges. I did zap an RF bridge. I don't exactly know how, but it no longer worky. So I have a dead one. All right, let's do this. Let's just restart this. So I'm going to be out of town for 5 days, right? And for probably 3 of those days, I'm not going to have any access to internet really. And so my wife was a little worried. She's like, what about the house? Like, what's going to happen while you're gone? What if something goes haywire? So I spent some time today tinkering with some automations to get them working. Oh, there's Rudy. Hope everything goes well with you. We'll hold the summer prime sale during the 9th and 12th of July. During this period, everything will be under great discount. Are you going to make a video at that time? Could. Here are extra 2 pages which you can use. Okay, cool. Thank you. All right. Now, back to this. Have I set up automations that turns on the fan switches based on inside and outside temperatures? Yes, I have. I can show you that, John. How did you get your restart button to work under Proxmox? Yours doesn't work. Mine or somebody else? I don't think I have a reset button for Proxmox. You need to delete the custom component Life 360 comp file generated by the old component, then set up the new component. Okay, I did that. I did that for 95. I'm pretty sure, because it's working, and now it's working as the new components, or the new, now the device tracker Life 360 something. What am I using for holding Home Assistant? Me, I'm using a Nook, and so it's an i3 little mini PC. Works pretty well. Works very well, especially since I didn't pay anything for it. Somebody gave it to me for free. Ty did. Good fellow that he is. Haven't seen him in a while. Just got a Sonos RF bridge. Is Tasmota still the best option to integrate it into Home Assistant? Jenny, I think it was Jenny, has been working on ESP Home on the RF bridge, and she was going to post something about it and tell us about it. So I think that will be a very good option as well, but I don't know about its status currently. So yes, as far as this moment, to my knowledge, the best thing for the RF bridge is still Tasmota. I love it. It still works really well for me. Rudy's having a sale just before Amazon Prime Days. Yeah, big surprise. Still get the Pi 4. It's much more powerful. Hopefully Hasai will update soon. I'm sure they will eventually. There's, you guys have probably read as much as I have. There's a lot of stuff going on with the Pi 4 that's different. Like I guess you can't use stretch, right? You have to use whatever the next one is. I can't even remember now. So there's a lot of funky things that are going to happen with software and the Pi 4. So they'll catch up eventually. But anyways, hey Brian, what did you miss? Still not getting notifications. Darn it. All right, so somebody wanted. Let's go back to this real quick. Help me out, guys. Just keep reminding me. Just feed me. We'll get through this. We'll keep it going. Integrations stink. What is up? Oh, Gold Cup, U.S. and Mexico. Oh my gosh. How am I not watching that? Oh man. Why is it not showing up here? That is just so weird. Because it showed up before. It said, oh, you have a new device, and it was this Aquara thing. And maybe I dismissed it, and now it doesn't want to pop back up. Maybe it doesn't think I'm going to use it. And it doesn't show up here as something that I can pick. Maybe it's a HomeKit accessory. Because this Aquara stuff goes right into HomeKit. Is my auto discover off? It shouldn't be. If it's off, that's new because it has been on before. Nope, no unpaired devices could be found. Because I'm pretty sure it said... Oh, dang, that's a bummer. Well, I might have to just do it manually. I'm sure there's something in there. Could be that it was one of these, right? Because doesn't it just use... I think it uses Zigbee or something like that. Just configure it. Yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do. I was really hoping. Really? There's no integration, Aaron? Because something popped up. I wonder what it was then. Something popped up for me, and I just wasn't in a place where I could do it, and I actually wanted to record it. So I just dismissed it, and maybe now because I dismissed it, it's not going to come back. So, oh well, I'll do it manually. Okay, now somebody was asking me about my fan and temperature in automations, right? So let's look at that. Why don't I have any? I don't have any open folders, really? Come on. You built your own 43 megahertz gateway with a D1 Mini and super hyperdyne transmitter. Wow. Kept dying. This runs like a champ. That's great, Glenn. That's great. Back from your meeting. What did you miss? All right, starting over. Bobby's here. How's it going, man? Should be picked up as long as discovery is enabled. Okay. You think it just shows up? There's no component for it? Or there's no integration for it? That's weird. Okay, I'll check it out. I'll check it out in here in just a minute. So let's look at, because somebody was asking about automations, and these were some of the main ones that I had to tinker with to make sure Mrs. Z's is comfy while I'm gone. Oh, look, I just got don't use if this then that to get notified about my streams, because I just got the notification myself from if this then that. So that's not very good. Let's see. Let's check out our automations. Okay. So here are some automations based on some temperature stuff. So let's do this. This is to make sure that my fan is off if the AC turns on. That's no big deal. So here's one. So if the temperature outside is comfy, I want my quiet, cool fan to turn on. So I check it at a couple times a day, and I only check it at these couple times a day. you could just as well set a trigger as the temperature. If you wanted it to be above something but below something else, then it would trigger. You could do something like that. But what I did was set it at the time. I wanted to check at 5 in the morning and at 10 o'clock at night. Generally I've already had it on, but because I'm sitting here and I am aware of it, and I get a notice on my phone that's, like in the video, says, hey, do you want the fan on? And I push yes, and it turns the fan on. But this is so that Mrs. Z's doesn't have to think about it. So at 5, and I asked her what times. So at 5 a.m., she said, if it comes on any earlier than that, it's going to wake me up, and she doesn't want it running all night. So here we go. So what we've got it doing is it'll come on, it'll check at those times, and then it'll look at the temperature outside. This is my outside temperature. And if it's above 50, but below 68, and the temperature in the toy room, which is the hottest room up here, is 73 or higher, then it'll go on and it'll turn the quiet cool fan on. It'll run for 4 hours and then it'll turn it back off. Cool? If this and that sucks. That's how you found Home Assistant trying to do that? Hey, Travis is here. What's going on, man? How's the power thing coming? I can imagine how horrible that would be, Matheson, to try and use if this then that to turn on a socket when you press a button. I can see that being not fast and not reliable. Checks if anyone is home and runs a fan for 10 minutes, then checks the temperature constantly. Oh, that's pretty good. Before I go on business trips, I disable anything not important. Posted a pic in the Shameless promotion channel to do something similar with Node-RED. Okay, cool. I lost Discord here somewhere. It's awful quiet in my house tonight. I wonder what's going on. Shameless self-promotion. Oh, this you, Blade? Okay. What you got going here? Okay. Checks the temperature. If it's above a set point, then it goes to on. If the house is occupied. If it's not, I'm sure this is the no, then you turn it off. That's cool. Or after 10 minutes. I don't know. I don't use Node-RED enough to follow that completely, but this is cool. And if it's 78, then set the fan set point based on that. Is that what you do? Like a certain amount below it. Has auto and manual nodes. Nice. So you can adjust it. Movie night, maybe. Took 5 to 10 minutes to turn the lamp on. That's awful. That is awful. So you want to talk about, let's talk about the BHO no free again, and then we'll finish up with that. I have no idea how long we've been going again, but we'll finish off after that. Going to stream to show it off. Nice. Oh, wait, you're talking about Travis. Tomorrow it'll be done. Oh, fantastic. Digiblur, looking forward to the video on it. So am I. At the time I got my first smart device, I got Wemo and they had nothing. So I saw this article. Here, getting scrolled again. I saw this article the other day. It was a headline. It was last night as I was laying down to go to sleep. And it said, are people losing interest in smart home technology? Or people are losing interest in smart home technology, something like that. I was like, what, really? Because it doesn't seem that way to me. But of course, we live in a different world a little bit, right? Everybody that's watching this is interested in that stuff, and that you guys are who I deal with or who I communicate with and interact with 90% of the time, other than my family and a little bit of work. But anyways, Samuel, time to go to sleep. Good night, my friend. 4:15 a.m. Good grief, brother. Good luck tomorrow with whatever you have to do. Anyways. But then the article goes on to just talk about how sales of the Nest thermostat and the the Hue, Philips Hue with the hub and everything have gone down. And they're using that as a basis to say that people are not interested in smart home tech. That was stupid. Like who I mean, that's because we've got more choices now, because there's better options, because nobody wants a Nest for $250 when you've got other less expensive, just as functional options. And the same with the Hue. You don't, everybody at the time you needed a hub and all these things, and now you don't. You can buy whatever light bulb you want. So anyways, I'm not saying those are bad devices. I just that the fact that less people are buying those is not an indicator that people are not interested in the smart home. I think it's the exact opposite. More and more people are doing something with their smart home. All right, let's give you a sneak peek. You want a sneak peek? Let's give you a sneak peek of my next BH Onofre video. All right, because I agree. It is a nice little device. It is a very nice little device, and I don't, the two that I have are ones that Bruno sent me. So I think he's got new ones that have some improvements or whatever. But what I've got working have been really pretty nice for me. So this is the one that I put now in the bathroom, which is near the mudroom, which is what I used on the last one. So it's got some similarities, but some important differences as well. So it's also got 2 relays. So we set that up the same. In here, I put the motion sensor, but I did it a little bit differently. Well, only because in the mudroom, I said turn the lights off after 3 minutes. In the bathroom, I said turn the light off after 10 minutes and then wait another 10 minutes to turn the fan off. I had a little courtesy fan there. To push for English translation. Yeah, I think so. And I'm happy to help them. But I mean, any of us could do it. So we just need to, do you hear that, Bruno? If you're listening, we'll help you get it in English if you want some help, or even just some proofreaders if you've got somebody started on it. I know that they had done the manual, but yeah, it would be helpful to have the firmware as well. Or, yeah, the UI, the web UI, in English as well. So I'm sure he wants to do that too. So, but we'll help. Yeah, we'll help do it. And Will's on the board with us too. Okay. So we got 10 minutes, then we got the fan off. So that was cool. Then I stuck a temperature sensor on it just because I could. So I've got this Dallas bathroom temperature sensor on it. And then was there anything else? No, that was the main parts of it, as I just did this to the motion detector. And then this is the one that has the solid state relays in it. And it's been working great. It's been working great. And and when I was tinkering with the toy room, I also added a temperature sensor here. I added the Dallas temperature sensor here as well. So just giving me another couple of points of temperature around the house to help balance the air conditioning heating system, so that I've got a good idea in as many different places as I can about what the temperature is. So the nice part about this was, or the thing about this this bathroom one was that it's ESP Home. So what I did, I didn't use in the one in the mudroom, I kept Bruno's firmware and just used it and used MQTT. This, I took what I already knew were the right pins based on what his firmware said, where the relays were connected and stuff. And then because we've got all these other pins available and accessible, I was able to, put these other things on there and tie them in and make an ESP Home sketch with a little bit of an automation, semi-automation in there. So then it flashes super easy. It's just it's got that easy, upload a new bin file box, and it was a piece of cake. So very nice, very nice. Does it fit in the size 1 gang box or size 2? I have it in size 1, Will, but it would, in a 2, in a double, because I had 2 switches in there, and it fits really well in there. It actually fits really well, just like a Shelly. There's plenty of room when you stuff a Shelly in there. When there's 2, usually there's plenty of room. If it depends on how many wires you have, but for the bathroom, it fit great. It was really nice. It was really plenty of room in there. So, and it would fit in a single if you wanted it. And I used the same capacitive touch buttons on the plate. I failed, but I tried very hard to get the microwave motion sensor working, and just could not get it done. It was just too, I spent more time on it than it was worth. So maybe we'll shelf that one again. I'm wondering if maybe those microwave motion sensors will work better on an ESP32. Tony can tell us. Tony, do you use microwave motion sensors on an ESP32? They have the same issue as the ESP8266 does with these these microwave motion sensors? Hopefully not. So anybody know the best way to have motion sensing for a bedroom, not turn on the light when only in bed? Let's see. So Dane, let's see. So you want the light not to turn on when you're in bed? Or you just want it to go off if nobody's moving? You know, another thing you might think about is a pressure sensor or weighted sensor in the bed. I've seen people do that, and that might be a good way to do it. But Halt's got a good idea. Motion plus scheduling, so it's a certain time with a condition. Haven't looked at them. That's okay. I might try it. I might try it. So, all right. Good days, guys. Anything else? Any other big questions? Let's make sure everybody's entered in the sticker thing this go around. Oh, and here's this giveaway again. Don't forget that if you want to get in on that. And then Bautissimo, how we doing down here? 66. Make sure you're in if you haven't put your name in yet. And then we'll put a motion sensor under the bed. Good idea, Tony. That's a great idea. There's a vibration sensor. Xiaomi has this vibration sensor. Oh, that's what we were going to do. Oh, it's because I picked this thing up. Shoot. I don't know how to get that thing to shut off. And then I pick this up and it does something else. You see what I mean? So, gotta be so careful. Oh, lucky you're single. Usually when I'm in bed, the phone is charging. In that case, motion sensor is not tripped. Oh, that's a good idea. There's a good idea. So you set a condition. Zolt sets a condition that says if my phone is charging. So if you have the status of your phone, if you go in Home Assistant, you can look at the different possible states of things. And so for me, let's see, mine's going to be so if I looked at this, and this is based on, let's see, that's the wrong one. It says I'm not home. I've got too many of these. Looks like this is the right one. And this is based on the, I think this is the iPhone. This is the iOS one. This is not Life 360, but you could look at Life 360 as well. But you're going to want sensor, aren't you? Battery status unplugged. So you could check it based on that. Yeah. So here, battery state charging. So if it's set to charging, so if your phone is plugged in and there's motion, it won't turn the lights on. That's what you're saying, right? So if you roll over or something like that, you don't want the lights to come on. I got you. I see. So you could do it based on time, or you could do it based on this. This is actually a pretty interesting way to do it. If your phone's plugged in next to it, you can set that as a condition that if your phone is charging, then don't trigger the motion. That's a smart way to do it. I like that. But then you'll have to disconnect your phone when you have to pee so the lights can turn on when you need to go. Dang it, Tony. Always. Oh, Tim. That was Tim that time. Assumes you only charge your phone at bedtime. Well, it's a good idea. Nothing's perfect, but that works. I like it. You don't use any sleep tracker apps? Couldn't you connect if this then that to that condition? You could. Thanks for the idea. Didn't think of that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. Didn't see your name on the list. What do you need to do to enter the giveaway? Type ! Enter, Tim. ! Enter. And you will be in. Is that not you? That's not you probably, right? There's this Tim. That might be you. Oh, there you are. Now you did it. Okay, great. Okay, so let's see. Need to finagle a reed switch on the bed, not necessarily weight related. There's some good ways. There's some good things to think about there. When I get up in the middle of the night to use the restroom, the phone is coming with me anyway. Have to turn on the closet light after bedtime. That way you get light, but not as much. We need some. We need some LEDs in the toilet, dude. Why did I not think of that? So when you put up the seat, you got to based on time. But if you put up the seat when it's dark, you get some lights. And a little laser, like a little bullseye for you to aim at. Okay. All right, let's call the kids up. Computer, tell everyone It's time for sign off.
Announcing. It's time for sign off.
It's loud today. I must have turned it way up. I got a feeling that there's something else based on sun elevation. Yeah, I'm doing that for my shades going up and down. I'm getting a feeling there was something else we were going to check real quick. Oh yeah. We were going to see if those sensors, what do those sensors show up as? Show up as Aquara, whatever. How's it going, guys?
It's not 4th of July anymore.
Yeah, you
I know, but today's a big soccer day for
USA?
the U.S. and for the U.S. women, and the men are playing in the Gold Cup against Mexico right now too.
Really?
Yep.
They won?
There was 0-0. LED poo illuminator. What are you doing? If you make too much noise with that. Nice mohawk. You like that? Who cut that for you, Dawson?
My dad.
Yeah, that's right.
This guy.
That's right.
This guy.
That's right. Check your email. Okay.
This guy who has no hair.
This guy who has bald hair. A little fluffy.
Fluffy hair.
Fluff.
I see what you got there. I see your button thing, Tony.
Tony
Woo.
Chestnut knows I love you. That's what Tony
Latest
knows.
cruise. Oh yeah, I want some of that. Yes. All right. What do we got going on here? Oh, I love it.
I love it.
Love it. Like trying to get a haircut like that. If I could have a mohawk like his, I would, and I'd paint it blue and purple and all kinds of fun stuff.
Dad, you know
So I don't see. Did anybody see? Who was it? Aaron? Sensor or binary? Is there a name for it? What is it gonna fall under something? Because it's not under a car. It's not under Xiaomi. I don't think.
I know how we can say sign off.
How can we do sign off today?
Like a baby.
Sign off like a baby.
No.
Well, we're gonna run out of ways to do it if we don't do it too much. Okay. Challenge.
Wait for
We
what?
should do Batman.
Batman. Oh,
We
we
already
should
did it
totally.
before.
No.
We did.
Yeah.
We did
Yeah.
Dad when he was angry.
Yeah, and then we did Batman.
No, we didn't.
The next time.
Okay. Well, what if we did is something that's the same? Like we could do Hulk or. Okay, we're gonna do Mr. T. Oh, you guys even know what Mr. T is? Yeah, who's Mr. T? Mr. T is the guy I showed you with the van and the mohawk.
I know.
You don't know how he sounds.
I don't know how.
All right, we're gonna have to do it
I don't know what he looks like.
under sensor binary with a unique ID. Okay. So it should just be with some crazy old Maurice.
I pity the fool.
from.
I pity the fool.
That's from.
Pity the fool.
I have a few sensors here. Yeah, pity the fool. It's that guy.
Dad, I'm sad that
Cellular provider.
Cameron died.
Yeah, that was sad, huh? See, my sensor's working. It says I'm streaming.
Streaming.
I don't see
Just
anything with the
deleted.
numbers. Just some crazy unique thing. I don't see it. I'll have to keep looking for it.
I wanna baby shark, 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 baby shark, 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 baby shark, 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 baby shark. Oh, whoa, Minecraft. I love Minecraft. I love Minecraft. I love Minecraft.
Oh, maybe that's where I saw it. It was in the notifications. No, it's not good. Oh. I think the Aquara thing, I dismissed it and now it's not going to give it to me again. I'll have to go in and put it together. All right. Love it when a plan comes together. Okay. So what did we decide we're going to do?
Batman. Are you doing a giveaway?
Mr. T? Yeah, we're going to do it.
I don't know Mr. T.
Wait, Dawson and Grace did it last time.
Binary sensor vibration.
No?
You and me did it last time, Joey. No.
No, it was these two that did it last time.
Okay. Who's first?
I know Dawson, someone else.
Here we go.
Me and Zoe.
Drum roll.
Last time I thought you did it last time.
No, it was Holly and Dawson.
Okay, drum roll, please. And the winner is Cortex. Cortex wins. Congratulations,
Can I press it
Cortex.
again?
Is that what we decided? Was your turn next?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because last time those two did it.
That was last time those two
Holly,
did it. All
Dawson.
right, Cortex, you won the stickers, buddy. Give me your address in Discord. Okay, go.
1, 2, 3.
What's on my head? And Charlie wins. Charlie wins, amigo. Ganaste. Yay.
Love
All right.
that, Doc.
Charlie, thank you.
Nice hat. Dad.
So, yes, we're trying to get a lot of 3D prints out because I've
we're
got a
gonna
lot
have
of...
another octopus.
Yes, we are going to have another
And
one.
I'm
I
printing
thought we were gonna have a
My
fly.
my niece, we're gonna have that too. My niece wanted a shifter for her stick shift in her car, and so we said, well, we're gonna print you one of these, an octopus like this, a flexi octopus, and so it's gonna kind of wiggle and shake in her car. I think that'd be pretty fun. So we'll put that back up there for now. Okay, everybody. So we ready for sign off?
What are we
Yes.
doing?
We're doing.
Batman.
Okay,
No,
ready?
yeah, I pressed one.
You can do Hulk or somebody else if you need to. Okay, are you ready, everybody? Everybody ready?
Sorry. Ready, set.
Thanks for watching. Until next time.
Gotham City is never gonna be safe again.
That was backwards. All right, guys. Have a good one. Probably no stream until next Sunday, but I will try and keep you up to date when I'm in
You should stream out
LA.
VidCon.
We might try to stream from VidCon. We'll have to see how it goes.
Look.
But all right.
Look at
Thanks
my
for being here,
missiles.
guys. Thanks for all your help.
My missiles.
And
Look at my missiles.
good job. Yeah, that is a pretty good muscle. Nice.
Dad's not.
Watch out. Watch out. All
No,
right.
dude, Dad's
See you. See you.